What's been happening we D4 and in Q?
We D4 and in Q. Well, welcome back first of all, Hunter. It's glad to see you back. Always happy to have you back. Thanks for the 30. And yeah, the new Diablo 4, like season 1, the first official Diablo season is starting in 2 days. So a lot of information just came out today, so we're kind of checking that out in Q.
Conversation superfluous. Focus upon combat.
Rogue has an aspect where puncture applies poison dots. Puncture applies poison dots. Wait, what is puncture? Is that a basic ability?
2, 1. Let the battle begin.
It is, okay.
Yes.
I wanted to make a rapid fire rogue last season, but then I realized how much more time I would have to spend to make it, and then I just couldn't be bothered. It's looking pretty good though. Like, all these changes, there's like a ooh, all these changes looking pretty good for rapid fire rogue. I might make one this season. Let's see.
Expertly done, healer.
Also, it seems like the new way you gotta play late game is just stand 2 screens away and just kill them and never get hit. So definitely gonna play some kind of range class.
Well timed.
Unless, yeah, no, I think I'm definitely playing the range class. There might still be a way for Barb and Drid to be unkillable, but it's gonna be harder now. Be harder now for sure. Team comps are super wonky half the time. Ah, this team comp ain't even so bad. We got a tank and a healer, you know, some damage. Can't ask for too much more.
Now that's the kind of healing mama likes.
They killed melee sustain? Yeah, that's okay. I was over twisting blades anyways. I feel like melee rogue is just so bad now. Like all the DR got nerfed, and melee rogue is not like melee barber Drid. Like even with all the DR, you still take a lot of damage. Like yeah, I don't even think melee rogue is playable in high levels anymore. Like there's just no way. Like you're just gonna get one shot by everything. Which is fine because I am super over melee rogue. You know, been there, done that. That's yeah, fine with me. I ain't playing it anyways.
I am on my way. My strength returns.
I think we're losing. Well, we're ahead on XP. It's actually not too bad. What's the plan this game? I think I'm gonna go try to steal their keeps this game. Their wave clear is not that good. Looks like a very keep steely kind of game. Filthy Brawler, thank you for the 20. Welcome back, I appreciate it. D4 is just D3 with a new skin. Yep. I mean, that's. I mean, what do you expect, though? You know, Blizzard. I don't know. It's not. I mean, it's not like Blizzard like innovates that much anymore. You know, they just copy a formula that works most of the time these days, and then they make it polished. They make the gameplay feel nice, but it's not like they innovate like that much these days. They're innovating. They're making a whole new survival game. Are they innovating a whole new survival game, or are they just gonna copy Rust and Ark and just make it more polished and smoother to play? I mean, we'll see. I don't really know because I've never played those kind of games. But when it releases, you tell me which one it is. I would bet on the second one if I was a bet man. But we'll see. Wonder if this shields all my locusts if I shield one of them when I have the triple shield talent. I'll have to find out. You're not trying to pick on it, it just seemed still the same, no interest in ever playing it. I still think it's a good game, even though it's the same. I still think the game itself is good though. I'm not saying the game is bad, I think the game is good. I mean, they just need more stuff. If they had more stuff in the game, I mean, people like playing D3, people like playing D2. You don't have to invent something completely new. I just wish there was more stuff is all.
And form ranks. Destination confirmed.
What, he just dipped? Oh, I guess he couldn't even see me. My positioning was so good. He never even saw me. I'm John Cena now. You can't see me. Farming Paragon and D3 more fun than D4. I kind of feel like it's because the D4 devs are like confused in their philosophy a little bit. I think people like D3 more because you like the monsters are just like the rooms are always jam-packed with monsters, and it's like the classic ARPG. You just like you're moving super fast and you're just blowing up like screens of monsters over and over, right? And like casuals find that fun. I mean, even hardcore players find that fun. I mean, even sweaty players find that fun. A lot of people find that fun. I guess. Oh my god, this guy's on me. I mean, this is an honorable 1v1. I can't interrupt.
The enemy's Punisher is no more. must obey.
Yeah, I guess it was a draw. CPX trade.
Determining efficient route.
Oh, what the hell? D4, the first 3 rooms are empty. D3, you rip everything and get your first 2 levels. I think that is the innovation that D4 was trying to take, though. They were trying to make an ARPG where you don't just blow up rooms and rooms of monsters brainlessly and like that's what I think. If there was like one big innovation that D4 was trying to do, I think it might have been that. They were trying to make it ARPG where you actually have to dodge and think about your actions. Not just, you know, turn on your favorite song and just like blow up rooms of monsters over and over. Now, it's entirely possible that that's just not good. It's entirely possible that that's just not actually fun for people. It's kind of sounding that way. But that is what they were trying to do, so I respect their attempt. But once again, this is like one of the things where I'm just confused about the direction of D4 because, you know, it's like it's so casual friendly. It almost seems like a conflict between the lead developer and like management. Cuz like, you know, D4 is so casual friendly. It's so casual friendly. And it has to be, because they're trying to sell as many copies as possible. So I feel like all of this super casual friendly stuff is like, kind of like Blizzard management. Like, you know, you gotta sell as many copies as possible. You gotta make this really appeal to all the casuals. We're trying to sell as much as possible. But then there's all this stuff that's like, you know, they're trying to make a game where you have to actually dodge. They give you a specific evade button because the core design philosophy is to design a game where you're really invested in your character and you're not just, you have to think about your actions. You have to like actually think about how you approach every monster fight, and that is not casual friendly at all. That is like something that appeals to a hardcore gamer. Like, I actually really like that. But then it's like conflicting, you know? It's oh my god, I misclicked. Alright, I hate this game. Get me out. GG. Maybe I can backdoor 1 locust at a time. No, we're never giving up.
Yes.
Never surrender. It's time to backdoor 1 locust at a time. 1 at a time it is. But yeah, there's just like a lot of inconsistencies here. Like, it's I see a lot of things in the design that actually would appeal to a hardcore gamer, but then they're supposed to be targeting casuals. So I see a lot of inconsistencies like that. What? That was so fast. I was here for like half a second. What the that was insane. Yo, what's up, Alos? How's it going? Oh, the ultra rare uniques thing too. Like having uniques that you can only find once in a million years. That is something that would only appeal to a hardcore player, obviously, right? And not to a casual player. So there's like a lot of design choices. Like I'm pretty sure the lead D4 designer, like he wants to make a Diablo 4 that's really good for like hardcore ARPG players. But he can't because they have to appeal to casuals or he's gonna get fired. So like you just there's like it's so weird. I see it's really weird because I actually like a lot of the design changes. This is also why I like nerfs. I like the nerfs because the nerfs make this game harder and the game's too easy. For a hardcore player, this game is like so easy. And it's consistent with the lead designer's beliefs. He wants you to think about your choices. If you get hit by Frozen, you're not supposed to get hit by Frozen. You're supposed to dodge it because every encounter is supposed to be meaningful and you're supposed to be carefully selecting the actions of your character. Right? So all of the lead designer's actions make sense to me. And if he was designing this game like it was PoE, like it was for hardcore players, it would be, I think it would actually be a really good game. But like, it's not for hardcore players. And it seems like to me, every lead designer decision, I like, because I'm a hardcore player, most of them at least. But most people hate them because most people that play this game are like casual players. Like stuff like Frozen and all of the CC in the game, people hate that. People hate that. It's not fun unless you're a really hardcore player and you're trying to like really prove that you can do all this skillful stuff. Right? So like the CC in the game is another inconsistency. Casual players hate it, but it's good for hardcore players. And the dev obviously designed it that way because he wants your actions to matter. Same thing with the nerfs that just happened in the current patch. Like most players in the game hate all these nerfs because most players are more like casual players. And for the purposes of this conversation, I'm just gonna say like if you have not beaten Uber Lilith or Nightmare like 100, you're you know, that's like I'm only referring to hardcore players like the giga sweaty uber hardcore players. Like those are the only players that would like these changes. Oh my god, this talent doesn't even shield my other locust. This sucks. But yeah, so the nerfs that just happened, it's like same thing. It's entirely consistent with the lead dev's design philosophy. Entirely consistent. They want the fights to be not brainless. They want you to actually have to think about what you're doing. And I actually kind of like that. But 99% of players are gonna hate that. Like, it's like every design change from the design philosophy is like they want the game to be like more of a hardcore game. But it's not. I feel like that's where the main conflict is. It's almost like a battle between the dev and the executives. I keep feeding. I mean, that's kind of what I do. I mean, it's your first time in the stream or not? What? It's kind of what I do. Anyways, that feed not only got some keep damage, okay, it also, you know, removed the guy from the fight and we got the Punisher. It's all good. I'm making infinite space. Infinite space. Backdooring 2 locusts at a time. I guess this time I'm front dooring 2 locusts at a time. Can you tank white mobs in Nightmare 90 to 100 as a sorceress? I mean, you don't even need to ask. The question, that answer is just no. That's just it. Okay, I mean, if I burrow in and instantly recall, I should be able to make it out. There's no way he can get back if I instant recall. There we go, we're chilling. Oh, that guy's dead.
Well timed.
Instant recall, baby. Slowest backdoor ever, but we'll get there one day. Can't touch me.
I am on my way to you. A shrine is gathering.
I saw a Blizzard Ice Sword do that Nightmare 100. It's possible, you just have to never get hit.
Stay alert.
I mean, it's really cheesy, though.
Determining efficient route.
You either have to freeze everything before it hits you, or stay as full screen away and spam long range spells.
Go and claim the Punisher's power for the high grounds.
Any slap kills? Well, that would require one of them to be 1 HP. Easier said than done. Shido.
Enhanced. Improved.
Block the door with Hydra? Hydra has body block? Hydra counts as a body blocking unit? Wow, that's kind of surprising. What the heck? Hey, 2 locust backdoor, we got there.
You are out of your depth.
I feel like barriers are gonna be way more needed now. If you're playing melee, probably. I'm going the exact opposite. I'm just gonna play ranged and stand a full screen away from everything. I think that's what I'm going with next time.
My strength returns.
Get some distant DR so I don't get one shot by a freaking crossbow. fine. Chilling. Good evening, Zera. How's it going? Anyone know when the season like begins? I mean, it doesn't matter. I'm not waking up early to play this season, that's for sure. I'll probably just play it when I wake up. 10 a.m. Yeah, I'm thinking I will play a little at least. I'll probably play for like, I think what I'll do is play for like 4 days and see how I feel. Half a week. Also, I think playing on a controller is gonna help my hands a little bit more. So I'm pretty sure they're getting tired because of the way I have to hold the mouse and keyboard. The mouse and keyboard seems to strain my hands a lot more. So I think my tentative plan is gonna be Season 1 comes out on Thursday, so Thursday to Sunday I'm gonna play D4 only streams. So half a week of D4 only streams, and then I'll play HOTS again after that. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Play D4 with controller.
You serve the heavens well, heroes. MVP.
Oh yeah, I also don't think they have another pinnacle boss. It's the wording in the patch notes made it seem like the new boss is just like some easy ass campaign boss. So really the only thing there is for me to do is like make a new build. There's